Hello, how are we all doing? It has been. Oh shit, that needs to be moved down. What the hell is that up there? Welcome back to streaming. I did not check my overlays. Hello, one and all. It has been a while. Hang on, there we go. So it's been a while. So the last stream I made was the 7th of February. No, January. So over 2 months for that. My last video on TikTok was the 25th of January. So a very long time. And since then, ironically, Villa have fell off a cliff. Like, I'm not even being funny. We have literally fell to pieces. So, I mean, I if you don't laugh, you cry. Maybe I was the good luck charm after all, you know? Maybe it was me after all this time. But yeah, I am live once again. It's Aston Villa away at Manchester United. Live once again. It's Aston Villa. If there was ever going to be a stream to not come back to, it was this one. If there was ever going to be a stream, our record against Man United is shocking. At their ground as well. I mean, it was worse at ours for a long time. I mean, it was worse at ours for a long time. I mean, it was worse at ours. I'm alive, Mark. Who'd have thought? Who would have thought? Maybe I forgot. I'm alive, Mark. Who'd have thought? Maybe I have been busy with work. I have been busy with work. I apologise. There was an echo there. I've been busy with work, and I was like, at some point, I need to just like not be. I can't just keep putting things off. I sorted it out. Sorry about that. I did stop the echo. I'm still trying to fix everything, man. There's gonna look this stream. It's gonna be fairly quiet because I've not made any content in ages. So this is gonna be a very comfy stream. That hopefully Villa will not embarrass us as well. And there's gonna be things that go wrong because I need to brush the dust off all the stuff that I use. So things are gonna go to shit. Marty said, "I'm finally back in Birmingham after a year." Nice. Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. And over on TikTok, 3-1 United, Lewis. I mean, with our midfield, I know we got John McGinn back. We'll go into the lineups of both teams. And actually, that's the first thing I forgot to do. That's how you know I'm rusty. I forgot to switch over to the lineup bit on my overlay. There you go. Our record against United in general is terrible, and our midfield is terrible compared to what it usually is. I mean, we've got Ross Barkley starting a game of football. Just to put things into perspective, I'm sure some people in the Premier League forgot Ross Barkley was even alive. He is alive, and he's starting for Aston Villa today. We'll see how that goes. Grim says B23 massive and up the Villa. Let's go into the team. So Emi Martinez is in goal. We've got a back four. Now, I'm sorry for anyone who may love him because people in this fan base do love him, but Tyrone Mings, I think, has been pretty poor. Probably, you know what? Since I actually last did a stream and a video, Mings has actually just fell off a cliff entirely. So disappointing, I think, to see him once again start. I just don't think we're very good with him there. There are certain games where you play a low block that he can do something in, and there are times when you're chasing a game, maybe from a corner, he can provide something, but I don't think Mings is good enough to start games. I'm just being real. But Bogard, you know what? I'll give credit to Bogard. I thought Bogard played well against Lille midweek. But he starts with Digne on the other side. We got a midfield now. I'm gonna guess, and this is a mess, right? So like it's gonna be hard to predict how we set up today, and I'll see what Sky Sports make of it. But I very much doubt Barkley is gonna be in the midfield on his own. I would very much doubt that. I would put Barkley as a 10, Rodgers one side, McGinn the other. Oh, but then you got Buendia. Bro, this is terrible. We just don't have a midfield for this. We're gonna have to shoehorn someone into a bad position. I'm gonna hold my opinion because Sky Sports are making their presumption here. So it is, like we said, Bogard and Digne the fullbacks with Konza and Mings in the middle. And what have they made of our midfield? They've actually put Barkley in centre mid. So what? So what? Onana is the 6, Barkley's the 8, and Buendia's the 10. I'm guessing that's the idea, with Rodgers one side, McGinn the other. Barkley as an 8, you know. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Look, let's. I don't like to be negative straight away. I never like to be negative before a game. In fact, I've criticised people for doing that. However, Barkley is an 8. I don't know. That's worrying. I mean, our midfield has stunk for a while. I'm telling you, the season ended. The season ended actually before I even stopped like doing live streams and videos. The season ended. Spurs away, FA Cup. Kamara getting that knee injury killed the season. I actually said it at the time as well. I was like, this is gonna be really bad. I didn't think it'd be like this level of bad. But I was like, I immediately was like, yeah, any even like, Rice smile kind of, yeah, we're gonna be in a title race. That immediately ended for me as soon as Kamara got injured. I was like, yeah, if he's out for a long time, we're done. And it's even worse. I used to think we're not a one-man team, especially like since the Grealish days. I'm like, oh, we've actually invested quite a lot and we got a good squad. We still are, to an extent, I think, a one-man team. You take Kamara with Villa. I mean, he carries our midfield so much, man. The nitty gritty he does is on another level. And yeah, I think we've missed him. Obviously, Tielemans as well was a big miss, but we showed signs even with Tielemans that we weren't going to be, we were still going to struggle. Tielemans like helped put the nail in the coffin, I think. But Kamara for me. Kamara is our best player. Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. Mark's just not gonna lie. Him and Tielemans carried our midfield. They did. Cash injured. We're gonna be inviting more balls behind the body. That's another thing as well. Like Cash has actually been probably, if you were gonna say, like most surprising player this year, you probably would say Matty Cash, right? I've been quite impressed with Cash. Maybe because my opinion of Cash was so low, but I it's probably been Cash's best season for a long time. User, can you please not spam the chat? In fact, I'm having to go all the way on my stream just to stop you from doing this, which is not what I wanted to do. In fact, I know I can do it from here. There we go. Can you please not? I'm 1 minute into the first stream I've done in over 2 months. Can we not do that? Hello to you as well, Jay. And Alexis, you always bring us luck, so come on, boys. Yeah, Jay, I stopped making videos and streams, and we fell off the cliff. We've won once. This is what I mean, by the way. We were on a really good run. I then get wrapped up in work, and I just focus on that for a long period of time, way longer than I should have. In that time, since I've been away, over 2 months since my last stream, we have won. We won 2 games since my last video because I made a video on the Newcastle game. We've just won once in the Premier League. One time. We literally fell off the face of the earth since I've stopped making streams and videos. It's actually crazy. Chelsea lost last night. Put the 2-0 United win and the 1-1 Liverpool draw in the back. I will say, Jack, I'm so glad you're here for this. The fight for top 5. I mean, you can't even call it a fight, right? It is the slow, miserable crawl for top 5. We actually embarrass ourselves, like all of us. In reality, they should probably just give it to the top 3 and just let everyone else suffer because like none of us deserve it. It has been. I mean, Liverpool all season have been terrible. Villa have been terrible since around January. Well, since 2026 really. I suppose you could say a little bit in January as well, but mainly in 2026, Villa have stunk the gaff, and Chelsea have been like intermittent throughout the whole year. At least Liverpool have consistently been shite and still have found their way towards it. I mean, that's impressive. Every time I check a Liverpool result or watch a game, you never seem to win it, but you're always like around the top 4. I don't know how. It's honestly some kind of mythic power. I'm already seeing a cross towards Mbeumo, and I'm shitting myself. I mean, he's well dealt with by Digne. We have kicked off, by the way, Old Trafford. It is goalless. I am having to fix my... just give me a second. My timer. There we go. For those watching over on TikTok. I'm live on the Red platform as well, guys, if you are interested in watching with stats that will appear shortly. The fact we could realistically finish third is embarrassment to this league. It'd be worse than what we did in 2021. None of us deserve. I'm telling you, if Villa finish third, it's a joke. None of us deserve it. United with Amorim were terrible as well. You can't forget that they were also being shit for most of the, the first half of the season at the very least. It's funny. I do feel like Villa are most likely to finish it. I raise Villa finishing 6th, winning the Europa League. I think that's a genuine. I don't think that's like an outrageous take. That Villa finished 6th but win the Europa League. Disrespect, you let Chelsea score. I mean, the problem is it's not like full strength Villa. What's really annoying me about the rhetoric about Aston Villa is that XG is finally caught up on Villa. I'm like, you take Kamara, Tielemans, your captain, all out of your midfield. That's gonna screw anyone. Like it's just what it is. You take Declan Rice, Odegaard, and who's another apt comparison here? Declan Rice, Odegaard, Zubimendi, all out of Arsenal. I don't think they win the league. Or at least if you do it in December, I don't think they win the league. So like, you got to take things into consideration. Putting Rodgers in FPL. I mean, Rodgers has had such a weird season, I think. He can do something so unbelievably well, and he had a turn around like October where he was just unplayable, and like he was scoring screamers from like 35 yards, like consistently. That like the Leeds United knuckleball, the West Ham like 40-yarder, like he was on top of the world. And then it's kind of like been alongside the Kamara injury. Both him and like the rest of the squad have just struggled. Lovely long ball looking for Emi Buendia, but that does go all the way into Buendia. I mean, there's so many things to criticize. I could have a little rant, by the way. Hello to you, Vince. I've missed some comments. I apologize. And you, Rael. I am live. We're so bad. It's been 2 months, my friend, and we've won once in the Premier League since since I last did a video on TikTok. Crazy. Right, so a couple of things to rant about. Why has Emi Buendia consistently started pretty much every game? Like, there's been so many things I wanted to rant about, but I've not been making videos, not been doing streams and stuff like that. So I'm getting it all out here. Why is Buendia starting every game? Buendia has consistently, him and Watkins have consistently been abysmal, and yet they start every game, which, I mean, I love Unai Emery, but his decision making in the last couple of months has been nothing short of baffling. Tammy Abraham took a pay cut to sit on bench for Ollie Watkins to, score his first goal of the Europa League this week in 9 games. It's his first goal. Oh man, honestly, this club makes me laugh. I mean, there's a lot to say. The Tammy definitely should start more. That's the first thing I want to nail. Sancho not starting as many games as he deserved to. That is another one for me. It's just ridiculous. Since the last time we streamed, I've moved house again. Made 4 more. Oh wow, bloody hell, Mark. Bloody hell. Things looking good for you. Cross from Digne towards the far stick. Headed away only as far as Barkley. I didn't even go, bro. This is how rusty I am doing this kind of thing. I didn't even go through United's team. I go through both lineups before the ball's kicked. Here I am. So obviously since Amorim, it is a back four for United. Lemons with Dallo, Yoro, Maguire, Luke Shaw, Kobe Mainu, also out of the jail of Amorim and has been doing well since, alongside Casemiro. Amad Diallo one side, Cunha the other, Fernandes down the middle, and Buemo up top. I mean, that is probably the perfect Man United side, right? I mean, do they even have injuries like that? If you could name strongest 11, that's probably it. Cross comes in towards Buendia, hacked away by Amad Diallo. 9 minutes gone, still goalless at Old Trafford. Ahmed, I don't think Ahmed did very well there with Digne. He's quite short though. Buendia, that's a foul, surely. Free kick to Aston Villa. Buendia foul by Casemiro. Why Brody Spear for 2 months? I thought you retired. Long story short, I just got very busy with my job, and my job was just eating my energy away. I just had I had no energy to do anything. And I'm not being funny. When Villa also started to be shit, like the motivation to do this kind of thing when we're playing terrible is also going to be low as well. Like, why should I put the effort in when for a while I felt the players weren't? Maybe that was just the emotional side of me in football, but I was, yeah, I did not enjoy watching for literally for the month of January and February. I just did not enjoy watching Villa. It was, I know, like, it wasn't all bad, and like we did I think we beat Brighton in February. But the Wolves game for me, but I was disgusted. That ruined like multiple days for me. That Wolves game, I'm so glad I didn't stream that, because I would have had I crashed out not on stream. So God knows what I've done on stream. Free kick to Villa. Rodgers takes it short. What is that? I mean, Amad Diallo wins it back, and it's a oh my God. We give a foul away. Oh my life. We go short, lose it, and then give a foul away. Oh, okay. Austin McPhee, what have you cooked with that? I mean, to be fair, they actually watched that all the way. I think it's a soft foul. It's for a shove, which McGinn does, but I think that's soft to give that. So yeah, I just had no energy. I can't lie. I just absolutely had no energy with my job and how Villa had been playing. That's just how it is. But I'm back. I'm here. We'll see how long this goes on for. The XG account is low on the fall off. Like I said though a couple of minutes ago, look, they'll farm likes and stuff, but the real reason why Villa had that fall off is because Kamara, Tielemans, and McGinn were injured. I mean, Kamara and Tielemans, arguably our best two players. Kamara definitely is. Tielemans, I'd probably. I mean, is there even a debate? I say arguably they are. They are our best two players, and we've had them out for the season. You take the best two players out of any team, they're gonna struggle. It doesn't excuse the amount of drop off we've had, but you're gonna see a drop off. You take the best two players out of any team. Hello, Lucas. Hi, Everton fan here. Villa probably the only big club I actually can tolerate. But fair enough, Lucas. A lot of the bigger sides. Even Newcastle, a lot of their fans are just vile. I've got a lot of abuse and a lot of stick from Newcastle. I've never even had like a bad take on Newcastle. I remember a couple of years ago when we were hammered 5-1, I had a video on TikTok go viral of my reaction, and it was just full of Newcastle fans. And I literally didn't even say that anything negative. It was just like me being sad that we got hammered. And I don't know, that kind of like soured my opinion of Newcastle a little bit. It was for like, I mean, like anyone can watch my videos, but it wasn't, the sole purpose wasn't for a Newcastle fan base to go and see it, and all the viewers were Newcastle fans. Foul on Casemiro by Ollie Watkins. Watkins with more fouls than probably touches the ball at this point. I mean, that's a whole debate in itself. Ollie this season, I mean, this is the biggest fall off I think we've ever seen. Ollie has always had dry spells and purple patches. He's just not had a single purple patch all season. And he's been pretty poor and consistently rewarded with starting. And I don't quite get it. And I know he scored midweek, and that will probably keep him once again up front for probably the rest of the season now. But he's been pretty shy. And I feel so bad. I felt bad for Daniel Marlon. I felt bad for Abraham right now. I feel bad consistently for strikers at Villa that we have had. I mean, John Duran even over a year ago. I thought he probably should have started more games. And Ollie has outlasted them all, and I don't quite know how, to be honest. Guys, double tap screen. We've got nearly 1,000 likes. Please do, if you want to help support the channel. Like I said, it's going to be quite a stream today because I've not streamed in like 2 months. So, Yeah. This is more for the vibes. The match stats. Oh shit! Did I not do it? I did do the match stats. I apologize. I mean, we get the best stuff on here. There you go. Has there really not been a shot in 15? That's surely not right. Has there actually not been, bro? Is it actually been nothing in 15? I'm trying mode where we cleared it. The free kick we took short, so it wasn't a shot. That's crazy. What a game we've had here. Ollie Watkins is Villa's Cody Gakpo. He's worse. Ollie's worse than Gakpo. I think you're being harsh on Gakpo. Genuinely, I've had some scathing conversations about Ollie Watkins with some Villa mates of mine. I'm honestly look, like I said, I try and support every Villa player, I really do, but he has tested my patience all year, and if we are going to consistently try and fight for Champions League, we cannot be having Ollie Watkins up front for Aston Villa next year. It's gonna happen though. It's gonna happen. But I mean, I just seen your comment. That Gakpo clearance its walls was bad. I heard about it. Before I saw the clip, and it still didn't take away like the pure astonishment I had. Like, it was worse. I imagined it to be bad. It was worse than what I imagined. I was like, ooh. Like, it's literally going in. I couldn't even like wrap my head around what he was trying to do. It's literally going in. Like, no Wolves player is gonna get that. It's going in. It's about to cross the line. That is one of the most bizarre. I think that was worse than Timo Werner. For Chelsea in the Champions League when he hit the crossbar from under the goalpost. Is worse than that, because at least that wasn't going in. I like Tammy and Watkins still up front together. The problem is with that, Jay, without Kamara, our midfield is just far too weak. Well, there is no way we'd get away with that. We would do that, and we have done that when we're chasing games. You cannot have a midfield four in the year 2026 without someone like Kamara in it. I'm sorry. It is, even with Kamara, it's very lightweight midfield. Most teams like a compact midfield. That's like the Premier League meta has been for a while, to have a compact midfield. We would just struggle. We would get outplayed. We would lose midfield battles constantly, and like Abraham and Watkins would just be isolated constantly. Cunha cross. Oh, really dangerous ball, and Digne has to recover at the far post, clear the ball, give a corner to United away. Giallo saying his shirt was pulled in the box. Not entirely sure what that was about. I mean, yeah, you're not going to give that. Yeah, I mean, I think there's more of a shout for Mings being fouled by Diallo there. He gives a little shirt pull on Mings, if anything. Bro, that miss made me also. Oh dear. It wasn't in the UCL. It was against Leeds. Was it against Leeds? I thought it was in Champions League. Yeah. Look, that was bad. I still remember that being bad. I still think Gakpo's worse, because Gakpo's it was going in. Corner to United though. Taken by Bruno Fernandes at the Stretford end, right-footed. Good flick away. Cunha's cross is deflected. Credit where it's due. I think we defended all right so far. Still no shot. Still no shot in the game from either. Not even a block shot, which is pretty crazy. The ball's eventually all the way back to Bindier. Spurs women team has the same amount of points as Spurs men with 12 less games. Right, here's a topic for discussion. Are Spurs actually going to go down? Because I think it's funny to make jokes, right? And I've loved it, especially like the Jason Cundy, Jamie Hara stuff. I've loved it. I don't think they're going to go down. I just don't see it. I genuinely don't see it. it just feels more of like a funny thing to like have a laugh at Spurs fans at. But at the same token, I was like that about Villa. I never saw a world where Villa would ever go down. And even when we were bottom of the league, I was like, oh, eventually we're going to pick up. We're going to go on a run. And it never happened. And then, at least with Villa, like, you kind of knew it. Like, we finished bottom of the table. So, like, you knew it a lot earlier. With Spurs, there's still, like, it's up in the air. But that same feeling I had about Villa, I have about Spurs. And I suppose no team is ever too big to go down. That Forest game, though, like I said, yeah, that Forest game is huge. If they lose that game, maybe I'll feel different. I just don't see them losing. I know they are. I think they're statistically the worst team at home in the league. I still don't see them losing to Forest. And you'll say, oh well, Forest beat them 3-0 at the City Ground, but I don't see them losing. I really don't. Forest have been pretty ass. I think West Ham are going to stay out and Forest will go out. Forest have been pretty poor for a while now. Oh, we've had a shot, boys. Bruno Fernandes had a shot deflected off Onana. We've had a shot in the game. It's not even Villa, but we've seen a shot. Holy shit. Is Forest at home next week? It's genuinely over. I can see them losing that game. Thing is, they've still got Dr. Villa to play, which we love giving teams points when they need it. Who else? They've got Chelsea. Spurs record against Chelsea, I know is bad, but Liam Rosenior Chelsea. I also don't fancy them to beat Spurs. I don't know. I can see actually Chelsea helping them out. Plus, Villa have to play both Forest and West Ham. I mean, can you imagine if we let Forest and West Ham beat Villa and it helps send Spurs down? Corner to United, headed away by Mings and flicked away by Emi Buendia. I tell you what, that Lenny Yoro flick could have been really dangerous. No one really attacked it though. And there's a bit of head tennis going on here. Mings, that's a bad header. And Casimir's cross is blocked by Mings and a corner to United. United are putting up the tempo here, and it's a bit spooky. Only slot left. Let Nottingham Forest score 3 goals at Anfield, and he kept his job. I did. You know what? When you got hammered by Forest, there was one game where you had, and I was like, there's no coming back. And the fact he's still employed is crazy. I'll find the exact game. It was PSV. The PSV one when you lost 4-1. I was like, well, it's done. And that was on the back of the 3-0. So like the 3-0's bad. And I was like, when you lost to PSV, I was like, well, the players have stopped playing. Like, there's no other. To me, there's no other there's no other explanation to like how or why you lost that game in the way you did. I was like, well, clearly the players have stopped playing, and they know his time is done. The fact he gets his job after losing 4-1 at home to 5, conceding 7 in a week at home, both at Anfield. I mean, you did go on a runner actually after that, didn't you? Though, in fairness, like you did. I remember there was some Liverpool fans saying it. There was like, I don't know if it was after that, but at some point in the season, it was considered like the worst unbeaten run of all time because you just kept drawing games. It might have been after. Yeah, it was after that. You did go on a really good unbeaten run, and it Leeds, Fulham, Arsenal, Leeds again, and Sunderland. Jesus. And lost to Bournemouth in the last minute. Yeah, the worst ever unbeaten run. Oh, by the way, in that little chat, we did see a really good save from Emi Martinez. United have been the better side here. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I mean, I said we registered a shot, did we? I don't remember registering a shot. Didn't you? That's a good pass. McGinn. That's a shot. That goes wide. Well wide. 24 minutes gone. Still goalless. Barkley, I mean, you're never going to give that as a penalty. I'm sorry, Gary Neville. You honestly, you give that as a penalty, you get 50 penalties a game. It was Amad Diallo's header, and it was a really good one-handed save from Martinez down to his right. How is he unmarked? I'm sorry, what? We have let some 5'2" Amad Diallo have a free header in front of goal. We are not getting top 5. We are. I'm sorry, guys. It's not happening. It's not happening. We are not getting top 5. It just ain't gonna happen. Aaron Maguire for United. Towards the left-hand side. We need to get involved in this game. I feel like we're just kind of watching as this game unfolds. And it is the typical Ollie Watkins Buendia show that we have seen countless times in the last couple of months, of kind of just doing nothing while we wait and lose. Rodgers chasing balls that he's never going to get to. Buendia giving the ball away in a silly situation. He loves going for headers, and he's like 5'7". We're a fascinating club at times. Right. Only Slot has me unconfident that we beat Galatasaray at Anfield with literally 0 away fans in the ground. I don't recognise my team anymore. Don't you have us at home and City away? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Our last 2 games are. I mean, City will have nothing to play for because, unfortunately, due to them being absolute dog shit, I think the season is done. I think the title is over. And I will say, I fear for the Spurs fans of the world. I mean, is this the most miserable season going? I feel like the scriptwriter is the biggest gooner. Because, like, how are you telling me in a year that Arsenal could win the league, Spurs go down? Like, not even Football Manager could write up something like that. Surely, I mean, some Spurs fans, man. If you got any Spurs, mate, genuinely, like, put your arm around their shoulder after this season because they're gonna need it. They're gonna need a lot of consoling. I think this could be very bad, even if they stay. I mean, that will in itself will be like a little bit of consolation, I suppose. But Jesus, it will never be forgotten. Arsenal fans in 50 years will be singing about it. They still sing like they won the league at White Hart Lane. Like to this day. Like if you know the year they win the Premier League, like for the first time in 22 years, is the year Spurs go down. Bro, they'll never stop singing about that. That'll literally be part of their identity. Feels like we're trying to soak up pressure. Yeah. Problem is, I don't think we're very good at that. And when we another decent cross towards the far post. Rodgers heads it up and away, but that's really good from Lamar Bogart. And it's the first time in 27 minutes. I'm going to applaud something there. Lamar Bogart does really well. And now I'm seeing Amadou Onana hit the turf, which is something I do not want to see. And I'm hoping he's fine, because we cannot do with any more injuries. We are already cooked enough as it is. He's back to his feet, but he's wincing in pain here. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Villa, though, we do have a set piece. Elsewhere in the Premier League, I'll keep you guys up to date. It is still Palace 0, Leeds 0, and the game that I'm going to be looking at is Nottingham Forest against Fulham. So I believe if Forest point takes them back above West Ham. A win for Forest would put them above Spurs temporarily. Spurs will play Liverpool later today. I know Spurs' record against Liverpool is shocking. But I'm not just going to presume Liverpool win that, because Liverpool have also been pretty shocking this year. So I mean, I can't rely on Liverpool to beat them. As much as that does defy usual logic. Cross comes in towards the near post of Villa, cleared away. I thought that was going to lead to something. Digne still keeps it though. Digne's probably been our most involved player so far in our attack, which I think probably sums up how it's gone. McGinn back to Konza. And Nana. Bogard back to McGinn again. Keeping the ball quite tidy, which is nice. Barkley. Finds Digne on the left-hand side. 29 gone. Still, it remains goalless. Digne gets a 1-2 off Buendia. Trying to pass our way through United. The problem is, we look all right on the ball here. We get to their final third and we look a little bit lost. That is my only concern, really. We've not really threatened them at all. McGinn runs into 3 United players. Does actually keep the ball in fairness. Rodgers, that's nice. Buendia trying to find Barkley. But that, I tell you what, that is really well defended by Brian Mbeumo coming back to defend. That's kind of what you want from a striker sometimes. Putting in that effort. So many strikers would not make that kind of challenge. And that's terrible. I mean, what is that? Awful pass. We're just giving the ball. Tyrone fucking Mings. Tyrone Mings. I'm going to crash out. Tyrone Mings is so shit. I'm sorry. Because he has loads of defenders at Villa, right? And there are some things I like about Mings, right? However, it's not enough for me to think he should be starting for Aston Villa in 2026. He is so shit at times. We've only won twice in 30 at Old Trafford, Jesus Christ. Chance of Villa though, Buendia. Emi Buendia. Oh, what a tackle from Amad Diallo. United genuinely put absolutely everything into defending. That though is a terrible pass from Diallo. Diallo's tried an outside of the foot pass. He's just ended up booting it out of play. Our decision making again. A little bit just slow and lethargic. It's weird though. Since Amorim, it's like under Carrick that they defend with a lot more passion. United. There's no other way to describe it. It's really strange. I tell you what, Brian Mbeumo and Amad Diallo do not make those kind of tackles in an Amorim system. I just don't see it. I just honestly don't see it. Diallo sliding in and Brian Mbeumo busting a gut to run back to his own defensive box just to intercept a pass from going to, I think it was going to Emi Buendia. Another long ball forward for United, headed away by Tyrone Mings, back by Buendia, into the path of Lamar Bogard. Credit where it's due, and I don't want to jinx it, but Bogard, I think, has done very well since replacing Cash after Cash's injury. That's a throw into Villa, surely. It's down on the halfway line. Villa, we've played over half an hour now. Still, it remains goalless. It's weird because I think we defensively have been pretty good. That definitely is the idea today. I think the focus this week was make sure we don't lose. I think that was like the idea. We cannot lose ground on Man United, so we come here, make sure we don't lose. Because I do think we look a little bit lost going forward. I really do. I do think that. But defensively, I think we've been comfortable. The only time it was that corner with, I mean, it is a joke how Amad Diallo is having a free header in the box, in the middle of the goal from a corner. But yeah, other than that, we've defended them pretty fine. Plus, we got Martinez, who made the save. He wanted to join United, so obviously he wants to play well against United. It wouldn't make sense for him to not. How are we in 2026 and Steven Gerrard, Dean Smith Ghost is still on our team? I mean, bro. we got the you take Bogard out. I mean, we've had several times this season of a Digne, Mings, Konza, Cash, which literally was a Gerrard backline. We have the Smith backline of Mings. I say Digne was Gerrard, wasn't it? If it was Cash, that's the Dean Smith backline. I love Emi Buendia, but he has committed some serious war crimes for consistently starting. I do. Am I insane to think that he's just like the perfect impact sub, and when he doesn't come off the bench, he's kind of ineffective. Buendia is just not, to me. He's not a starting Villa midfielder, but he does well a lot when he comes off the bench. At least I think he does better. But here he is, consistently starting games. We're also, by the way, I've noticed, very happy to concede corners. There is like, obviously United put a lot of focus on these like deep crosses towards the far post, and our method of defending is zero threat, zero tolerance. Clear this ball out of play. If the ball comes in, we give him a corner. Because not once have we decided to try and stop, not just stop the cross, but stop any set piece. We concede a corner every time. We're very happy to concede corners. And, with that Giallo header, I don't quite know why. Bad clearance and a terrible shot from Buemo. That's going to be kept in play by Diallo. Bro, this game, how are these teams fighting for Champions League? I'm seeing a terrible slice clearance go to Brian Buemo, who slices a shot so badly that it's kept in play by Diallo. It's been pretty crap. I can't lie. I refuse to believe. This is the third and fourth best team in England. That's what the table says, right? That United and Aston Villa are the third and fourth best team in England. Okay. We do stink, man. And look, I know a lot of United fans like Garrick and stuff. Oh my god, Emi Martinez has just smacked the ball out of touch. How many touches? To be fair, is more than I thought, guys. Ollie has 8 touches. Yeah, 8 touches of the ball. Let's give it up for Ollie Watkins, guys. 8 touches. Hell yeah, in 36 minutes. Wow, that's my striker. That is my striker right there. 8 touches of the ball. That's my striker. No, the standards. The standards are only 4 touches. So he's doubled the standards, guys. 8 touches. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, it's over. We're finished. We are finished. Call it now. We'll get top 5 and the same fodder in our team next season. Cash will still be next season. Credit where it's due. Cash has had a good season overall. I mean, look, the bar is so low for Matty Cash that him actually doing anything like competently is enough for me to be like, oh wow. But in fairness to Cash, I do think Cash has had a good season. That's probably the best season he's ever had at Villa. Oh, what a pass into Diallo. Should be a goal. Oh, not Diallo. Dallo, should say. That's terrible from Dallo. That probably should be 1-0 United. That pass is incredible. And that's just typical Diogo Dallo. What a ball. That pass on Bruno is incredible. Diallo's first touch is really good as well. I don't understand this. The pass is brilliant. Diallo, Dallo's... I keep calling him Diallo. Dallo's touch is brilliant. How the hell do you then have a shot that bad? You've done the hard part. He's took it down really well. He's took it forward, 1-on-1. And then he gets proper underneath the ball and it sails over the bar. I get like he's not a striker or a winger, but bro, keep your head down, man. That genuinely should be 1-0. That is terrible. Cut apart by Bruno Fernandes' pass. Now I know why we decided to sit back and attack reeks. I mean, it does reek. Look, Hammers, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, right? It does reek. However, it doesn't help. To me, it doesn't help when we're playing Emi Buendia, Ollie Watkins every single game. Watkins touch number 9, ladies and gentlemen, is to give the ball away in midfield. It cannons off his leg. Bro, I would not have survived. I would not have survived streaming the last few months. Maybe it was right for my mental health not streaming the last few months, because Jesus. We do stink. We stink, man. Something tells me 1-0 Villa. Jay, I would love your optimism. I can't even get my words out. I would love your optimism. Please. Let me have it. Let me have it. I want to cry. 5 minutes half time. It is still goalless. I need to see what Villa fans are saying over on X, because, like, yeah. Rodgers. Now, that's a good looking ball towards Watkins. Watkins on his own, on the right hand side, in the box now. Can't beat Maguire. Probably fouls Maguire. Ref doesn't actually give a foul. Villa still have it. Cross deflected. I mean, they've actually got lucky with that, to be fair, United. Luke Shaw, in a clearance, just accidentally blasts it off John McGinn, and it goes wide for a goal kick. You know what? To be fair, does Watkins foul Maguire anyway? No, if anything, actually, Maguire tries to body Watkins, and then he gets bodied himself. Shaw tries to concede the corner, and John McGinn sticks his leg in the way and stops it and gives... Oh, man, bro, this game is funny. Luke Shaw is more than happy to concede a corner there, and McGinn comes across, sticks a leg out, and a goal kick is given. I think McGinn was arguing for a foul there. He was saying he was kind of manhandled a little bit. Oh, what is Lenny Yoro doing? Lenny Yoro, Sunday League, lets the ball slip under his foot. Villa get a throw in on the halfway line. Konza. 4 minutes half time. Still, it remains goalless between Man United and Aston Villa. Elsewhere in the Premier League, it is goalless at Selhurst with Leeds and Palace. Flag goes up on Ollie Watkins. Oh, what the hell? What's he doing? What is Ollie doing? No, seriously, what is he? So Ollie Watkins is offside, miles offside, or maybe not miles with Dowler. He's offside. Referee whistles, and he goes to shoot anyway, and gets a booking for time wasting with kicking the ball. Why? What a silly yellow card to take. Honestly, I am so done with Ollie Watkins, man. I genuinely, I'm so done with Ollie. That's terrible from Maguire. United, I don't know what is going on with United, but United can't seem to pass a ball right now, and have just consistently give Villa throw-ins. I'm sick to death of Ollie Watkins. Genuinely, I'm sick to death of Ollie. It's been shocking. Jace to take him off, put Tammy on. I mean, I don't disagree. I wouldn't have started at Ollie. I don't care he scored in the Europa League. I also watched him run into the goalkeeper minutes later, going one-on-one. I watched him score 1 goal in 9 games in the Europa League. I think he scored, what, was it 8 in the Premier League so far? You can't tell me that Tammy would be worse. Very well defended, actually, from Onana, that. Bit of a scramble. That's a nice pass from Rodgers. Villa have actual players forward it. It is Barkley, though. Barkley, what a pass! Watkins! What a tackle, Lenny Yoro. Oh, my life. I don't get it. So they can't pass, but they can tackle really well, United. They make zero sense as a club. And now United come forward. And Villa are exposed this time. Well, we need some heroics like that. Bruno has a shot, we don't need the heroics. Bruno puts it wide. I don't understand what I'm seeing. Also, I feel bad. The pass from Barkley to Watkins is brilliant. And then Watkins immediately... I mean, look, I've criticised I don't think Watkins actually does much wrong when he gets the ball. I mean, you could say it's a bit one-dimensional, but I just think it's really good defending from Amadiala. Watch him all score. Look, Jay, if he does go and score, right, it doesn't undo everything I said. Yeah, in fairness to Ollie, I actually don't think he did nothing wrong. It's just a really good tackle from Lenny Yoro. Sometimes you just have to hold your hand up and say, well, It's just unpredictable. They're very ballsy. It's like it's almost like playing someone on FIFA, making these like ballsy slide tackles when they know if they get it wrong, it could lead to a disaster, but they don't seem to care anyway. That's what it feels like. Martinez goes long. That's a shove in the back on Ollie Watkins. That's a free kick to Aston Villa. Should have kept Marlon over Watkins. Well, apparently Daniel wanted to. Apparently Daniel Marlon wanted to start more games. So maybe that was more him. And you know what? He deserves better than what Villa offered him. So I'm gutted. I thought Daniel was he was the perfect professional. Free kick to Villa. Corner to Villa. I think we got lucky to get a corner off that actually, because that free kick was very long towards Onana, and Onana. It's tough to say really. If Kobe Mainoo left that, I don't know what Onana does with it really. Genuinely can't tell. It's been worse. This has been. I was saying earlier, right? This has been a bad game of football. Like, if you're a United fan watching this, Villa fan watching, we can all agree. These are apparently the third and fourth best teams in England. You could never tell that by watching this game. United's passing has been terrible. Villa's attacking has been terrible. I mean, what is that for a set piece? That set piece has been terrible. You can't honestly, with a straight face, tell me that these are the third and fourth best team. I mean, I've just seen Cunha smash the ball into the face of Onana trying to cross. And now I've seen Bruno Fernandes just blast the ball into a Villa player from 40 yards. Bro, what is going on? This has been a abysmal game of football. Leeds, hang on, I've seen a penalty to Calvert-Lewin. Missed! Calvert-Lewin missed the penalty. That's crazy. Watkins once again chases a long ball that he's never going to win. And Lenny Yoro, they blame for, it's blamed for half time, that's why. That is half time. It is United 0, Villa 0. That stinks. Honestly, that does stink. What do I even say? There's been calls in the past to have 0-0s where no one gets anything, right? This is probably a good example of probably neither team deserving any point here. Like, we'll have a deep dive into the stats, but Jesus. If you were going to say who's been the better team, you would say United, right? I wouldn't say by a lot. I still think United have been shocking. And the only reason I'm saying it is because Giallo probably should have put them 1-0 up. And then Dallo had that chance to make it 1-0 as well, and he put over. United's passing out the back has been terrible. Villa going forward have been terrible. So we'll look at it this way, right? So expected goals. You can see this over on the red platform I'm streaming over there if you're watching over on TikTok. Expected goals 0.31 to 0.2. So that's quite even. 54% of the ball for Man United, 46 for Villa. 6 shots to 2, but 1 on target to 0. Which was that header from Amad Diallo. Neither team had a chance that was counts as big. I would argue that Dallo's one was a big chance. Is it not a 1-on-1 on an angle? Like, I'm surprised that didn't go down as a big chance, to be honest. Corners 4-1, and that one corner we had was terrible. Passes also about equal as well. 217 to 185. Pass accuracy is basically the same. And Villa got the yellow card of Ollie Watkins being a moron. Yeah. Very flat game. Very flat game. Trying to think, have we done anything well? Let's have a look at we've got it on screen here as well. Let's have a look at the player ratings. Do we agree with those? We've got Ollie Watkins on a 6.2. I'd probably say even lower. McGinn got lower. I think McGinn has been more influential than Ollie. 6.1. Buendia 6.8. I think is really, really, really kind on Emi Buendia. Rogers 6.5. Onana 6.6. Barkley 6.6. And then you got the back four of Digne 6.5. Bergard 6.6. Ming 6.3. Konza 6.4. Mings probably deserves a rating because his passing has been terrible. He's put the ball out of play multiple times with just long passes. He thinks he's Pau Torres. I don't know who told him he's Pau Torres. Maybe he ate paella once and thought, oh, I can do it. I'm just like Pau. You're not, bro. Stop with these long passes, please. Stunned in fairness to see Emi Buendia on a 6.8. I couldn't really name you anything he's done. What, a couple neat passes down the left with Digne? Is that really what gets to 6.8 these days? Watkins, more yellow cards than shots. It's not even a joke though. He consistently does this kind of thing. He must be in the Premier League one of the lowest shots per game striker. Like, he must have the worst ratio for that in the league, or one of, because he just doesn't have a shot half the time. And the touches. I mean, at one point he had 8 touches. I think he's now gone a little bit over. He might have hit double digits, guys. I'm going to check on SofaScore. Has he hit double digits? I know this is enthralling. This is very exciting to find out. And I think most of those touches, and maybe one is in the box? Like, it has been terrible. Right. He has done, where does it say? Touches in opposition box 2. Jesus. 16 touches. So, you know what? He actually got a little bit more. In the last, 8 minutes of the game, he managed to get a little bit more involved. Only 2 in the box. Offside once. Foul suffered once. He got a shove in the back. 6 passes. Jesus. My striker, guys. My striker. Ollie playing horrible. I mean, that's just kind of been the story of the season now. He got his, I'm not being funny. He got his first goal in the Europa League this season against Lille. The same game he probably should have scored 2. He went 1-on-1 and ran into the keeper. But that was his first goal in 9 in the Europa League. He doesn't score, despite playing in each of the qualifying games. Doesn't score in any of them. And yeah, he finally gets a goal against Lille, which is terrible goalkeeping. I really don't want to take anything away from him because he's been shit enough as it is. But it is bad goalkeeping. He never should be beaten by that. And prior to that, Chelsea, Wolves, Leeds, Newcastle, Brighton, Bournemouth, and Salzburg. He didn't score in any of them. Then he got 1 against Newcastle, and then none against Fenerbahce, Everton, Spurs, Palace. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 2 goals in 13. Prior to Lille, 1 goal in 12. Bloody hell, man. And yet Tammy just doesn't get a look in. I don't get it. I don't know what I'm missing. Tammy gets pity minutes. I don't understand. Scored against Newcastle in the FA Cup. Got us an equaliser against Leeds with 16 minutes, and then since then is another 20, 19, and 14 minutes. He's not going to affect a game. We're lucky he affected a game against Leeds, but he's not going to do that if you only give him 15 minutes, 20 minutes, usually, every time. He was unlucky not to have his goal against Brentford. I still think it was very harshly ruled out because, the ball went out of play at the complete opposite end of the pitch, and then 30 seconds later we go and score, and they still bring it back. So to me, he should have 3 goals. And even then, even if you just take the 2 goals he scored, that's a better goals per game ratio than Ollie Watkins. So I don't understand. But yeah, it has been It's been a flat game. What have we done? I'm trying to think. Let's be positive. What have we actually done well? Defensively, I think we've been okay. Like I said earlier, I think we've set up today not to lose. You can kind of tell with Unai Emery teams with how many players they push forward when they attack. Games that we feel a bit more confident about, a bit ballsy about. We do it at Villa Park a lot. We push players forward on the counter attack. We did that once, and we nearly got screwed by it. When we pushed players forward, and it was when the Lenny Oro tackle in the box on Ollie Watkins. That was the first time in the game we actually decided to push players forward because we had an actual player advantage for a change. So we decided to gamble, and it nearly ended up costing us at the other end. Let's read some comments anyway. But I think we defended, other than the free header, we defended pretty well. That's kind of where the positives kind of die. Watkins, I cannot with you anymore. That was absolute shite as per, is one comment. Why is Watkins still playing? I don't give a fuck. Get Tammy on. Toothless up top. Boring textbook Villa game. When a Villa players, the stadium turns into a library. I mean, it's Old Trafford. That's a United fan saying that. It's Old Trafford, bro. You're calling yourself a lot. Okay. Another one about Watkins. How Unai sees Watkins after every 1 out of 10 performance. And it's just a picture of Lionel Messi. Ollie Watkins, you are a hard watch. Get Tammy on. Someone praising the Martinez save. Get Osama bin Watkins off. Watkins so far past it is a disgrace to start him. I'm glad to see that the fans are still calling out the fact that Ollie is starting. I would say 90% of the comments on Twitter are just criticising Ollie. And deservedly so, right? How are we ever going to score? Watkins, utter shite again. 1-on-1, just runs into the defender. Buendia, as usual, offers nothing. Watkins, truly awful defender. Sorry, I'll read that again. I can't read. Watkins is a truly fucking awful footballer. Absolutely abysmal player. Football's been dire all year. United get one and the game is over. Not a chance for scoring. Liability up front. Watkins should retire. Beyond pathetic again. Please, Unai, give Tammy a chance. Offside Ollie, gonna cost us Champions League. Watkins is honking. Get Tammy. Bro, every comment. Literally, it's every comment. Every comment. Villa been good. How you doing, Brogs? To be fair, neither of United. I think this has been, I said earlier as a joke, if there's ever a game where both teams deserve nothing, it's a game like this. United have been terrible playing out from the back, giving the ball, giving throw-ins away to Villa consistently. And then like being very wasteful on the ball. Diallo missing a free header. Dallo blazing a shot like 30 yards over the crossbar. And yet with Villa at the other end, I mean, Villa have offered even less. Ollie Watkins, whenever he's having a bad game, he's just ineffective. This is something I've said with Villa fans as well before. When a striker's having a bad game, and that's going to happen. It's probably going to happen more than not, right? I want them to at least be involved. Have some good hold-up play. Do something. Rustle some feathers, right? Ollie's not that kind of guy. Ollie's the kind of player, if he's not having a good game, he vanishes in the game. And it's almost like you're playing with 10 men, right? Where a player like Tammy Abraham, I don't think Abraham was that great against Brentford. However, he offered a lot more than Ollie. In that kind of game. He also got unlucky, like I said earlier. His goal probably should have stood. It was harsh to go that far back to disallow it. I still don't think he played that well. He missed some chances, but his hold-up play was a lot better than I've seen anything Ollie Watkins do. And that's what I want. A striker, if they're not having a good game, I still want them to get into good positions. I still want them to get shots away. Tammy got loads of shots away. Every time he plays, he gets loads of shots away. That's what I want. I don't care. He keeps missing. I want him to just keep having a go. Eventually, something's going to go in. But Tammy, his physicality, he really gets involved in games. Whenever Tammy is playing, I've never forgot Tammy's playing. And that may sound silly, right? If you forget a player is playing. Sometimes you can. Sometimes the players are that bad, they don't get involved, you forget they're playing. You will never forget Tammy Abraham in a game because he's just always involved. He's always fighting defenders. He's always trying to flick on headers. He's always trying to be involved. And I think that's bare minimum. I mean, that's bare minimum a striker to do that. But that's just something that Ollie doesn't do and hasn't done. So like we just rely on purple patch Ollie Watkins to help scrape us through seasons where he goes on a run. He's a very much a confidence player. I've said this for years. When Ollie's on it, he's on it. And he can actually be a threat. Like the Chelsea game, he got 2 goals off the bench. He was proper on it that game. And look how he was way more involved. He was way quicker to passes, through balls. His reactions were really good. That's a confident Ollie, right? Scoring a header from a corner. I mean, only a confident Ollie does that. An unconfident Ollie never does that. Yeah. Dallo can't shoot for shit, mate. I mean, Dallo. I would say Dallo is probably United's worst player, right? I think he's whenever I see Mark Goldbridge, he's always the most criticised, and whenever I watch United, he does always look like the weak part of the team. He definitely should have scored that. That for me, that didn't count as a big chance for some reason, but he definitely should have scored. But yeah, I'll see what United fans make of it because I don't think surely United fans aren't happy with that either. Like this really was a bad game. Like it's not a good advertisement for the Premier League that this is third and fourth in the Premier League. These are 2 terrible teams today. Carrick's main issue is the Ahmed Mbeumo situation. The first half demanded a proper box striker. We kept crossing in with no one attacking the ball. On the positive side, Yoro's been solid. Very boring match. Tweaks should be made to tactics. Very winnable. Can't score a goal in 45 minutes after a 2-week break. Best right back in the league. I hope all these crosses will continue. That's another thing that United do as well, which I'm glad someone has said it. They spam all these crosses. All these crosses get spammed in. When there's, Mbeumo and not Sesko. Sesko comes on and they stop crosses. It's so weird. So I wonder if Sesko... I'm guessing he's on the bench. I've not seen. If he does come on, I wonder if they will continue the crosses. He is on the bench. Yeah, we'll see. This team doesn't sell down. There's no way the team can progress. If you can't be resting for 13 days and still plays nonsense every time you bring in Sesko, win the match. Get Sesko on, useless twats. Dallo banished from the club also. Yeah, lots of Dallo hate. Boring, I'm disappointed. We need goals. Go for second half, want 3 points and Champions League football. Very boring first half. But yeah, bear in mind, United have had 2 weeks off. Villa played midweek. But United have had 2 weeks off because they're in no competition. They're literally out of every competition. They have been out of every competition since basically the start of the season when they lost to Grimsby. In fact, did they go through in the... Oh, they did go through in the FA Cup, Vanus. I think they still have that. But for a very long time, they had nothing to play for. Oh, no, they lost to Brighton. Oh, they're out of everything. Oh, my God, I forgot. They lost to Brighton at home. Oh, my God. They've been out of everything since the 11th of January. Holy shit. That's terrible. Oh, my... I didn't realise it was that bad. I genuinely didn't realise it was that bad. So United will have a minimum game season. I don't know if that's like... Surely that's not happened in like 30 years or something. Our only hope is Europa now. League is done for us as Hammers. I mean, we've still got games to play, and we got some poor teams to play. Unfortunately, we are one of the poor teams. Cross towards Cunha. Evades everyone. Luke Shaw gets on the far side. Shaw, Bruno, good pass into Shaw again. Shaw's cross. One of those crosses where if it finds someone, it's very good. If it doesn't, it looks silly. And it was the latter, unfortunately, for Luke Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Short pass into Kobe Mainu. Mainu twists, finds... But again, the Bruno's pass is poor. Falls back to Mainu, though. They get lucky. Cross. Onana away. We just can't get the ball. We honestly just cannot keep the ball. Bruno. Step over. Kobe Mainu's cross deflected. Mings clears it away. Maguire. All the way back to Lemons. 46 minutes gone. Still, it remains goalless between Man United and Aston Villa. Elsewhere in the Premier League, Leeds miss a penalty and Goodmanson gets sent off. Like right at the end of the first half. So very bad end of the half for Leeds in the space of a couple minutes. Missing a penalty and down to 10. And the other game, it is Forest 0, Fulham 0. A win for Forest would be massive. These are the kind of games as well, if you're Forest. A team like Fulham, who have nothing to play for, who consistently never have anything to play for, as they always finish mid-table. These are the type of games you got to win if you want to stay up in the Premier League. And Buemo, what a pass. Amad Diallo blazes it there. And that's kind of been the story of the season. I'll say story of the season. I mean, probably not for Diallo. Story of the game, at the very least. He gets lucky in it. He doesn't actually... I thought he means it. He gets lucky. He doesn't mean to control it. It comes off his knee, and it looks like he's done it on purpose. But no, it's actually him miscontrolling it, and then he blasts it over the bar. But that is another shot for Man United. 7 now to 2. Villa play out from the back. Well, that's nice, actually. Ross Barkley. Pressed by Kobe Mainu. Pass is terrible, though. And the ball hits the referee. And the referee has to stop play. I mean, probably the ref has helped us a bit there. Because that pass was terrible. So just aimless balls, man. Just slightly changed some overlays. For some reason, it broke over half time. Ball back to Layman's. 48 minutes gone. Still, it remains goalless. I'm surprised there was no change from either team at half time. Like I said, it was a really flat game. So it did surprise me that there was no change. Cunha battling Bogard. Bogard as well, actually, I think, to hold off Cunha. Bogard probably up there for man of the match today. I think there's a shout for it. Oh, it's a good tackle, actually, on Rodgers. And then on Buemo, slips over. He just slips over nothing there, Buemo. He's Digne. I mean, that's a foul on Watkins. I mean, to be fair, if you're not going to give the Buemo one, you're probably not going to give that one. So I suppose it is like consistency from the referee. Barkley, now he wants a foul. Barkley goes down. And nothing's given. This referee forgot his whistle at half time. Seemingly. Shaw finds Kobe Mainu. Into Casemiro. Nearly losing the ball to Ollie Watkins. He does. Oh, it's a chance. Oh, Volley's not quick enough. He's never going to be quick enough. Oh, that's so unfortunate. It could have been a huge chance for Villa, but the ball doesn't spin in the direction of Ollie. And it goes towards Maguire, who is not very quick, but he's never going to lose that. With the ball being so close to him. If it just spun, if the ball spun in a slightly different way, Villa could have been in a 2v1 situation there. Maguire is Bruno Fernandes for United. Options to his right, does find Amad Diallo against Luka Dean. Buendia coming back to defend as well. Bruno Fernandes, everyone back defending for Villa. Bruno's shots deflected, looping, corner to Man United. Like I said, we are very worried about losing. So I've not seen a defensive Villa like this for a long time. This is a very defensive Aston Villa side. Guys, double tap screen if you haven't already. I appreciate all the support as always. Over on TikTok. Corner to United, Bruno Fernandes, 15 minutes gone. What can they do from this? Other than the Diallo head, I think we've been okay with corners. That one looked a bit scary there. Cunha has a shot. Wide it goes. Their shooting has been terrible. And maybe that is down to not playing for 2 weeks. The sharpness. Maybe match sharpness does affect shooting. I think there's a genuine case for that. Because the shooting has been pretty shite. Martinez. Under pressure from Buemo, goes long. I think these long passes never seem to work though. And unfortunately, Ollie does not win that battle. Villa do win the second ball, though. Watkins, this is a chance. Rodgers takes over. This is a chance for Villa to maybe do something here. Rodgers. Why? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're trying to play conservative with the ball, and we still lose it. And Buemo now has a shot. Save from Martinez. Cleared away for a corner. I mean, once again, we decide to concede a corner. It's like no risk, basically. Probably don't need to concede one, though. We'll probably just keep the ball. But it's again, we actually have a chance for a counter-attack. Rodgers loses the ball. It's a top save from Martinez, in fairness. Because Mbuemo absolutely blasts this. I mean, it's in the middle of the goal, maybe. Maybe I'm being a bit nice. But he goes for power rather than precision. Good save. And then the idea is to just concede the corner rather than trying to keep it. Casemiro scores from the corner. 1-0. I mean... I did say, I think we've been doing well on corners, but it's a risky game to play when you're just so happy to concede them all the time. And that was probably one of the times where we maybe didn't need to give them a corner. There was not really much pressure. Corner to the near post, Casemiro flicks it in off the post, 1-0. Okay, Casemiro's doing 6-7. I've seen it all. Casemiro scores against Villa and does 6-7. I refuse to elaborate. Oh, it's Barkley's man. Barkley lets him go. Barkley, man. It's just like so easy for him to get away. It's a great header from Casemiro. Digne's too short. Barkley leaves him. It's in off the post. Hang on, much deserved. Okay, are we watching a different game, Gary? Are we actually watching a different game? I think both teams have been shy. Much deserved. Digne. This could be an instant response from Villa. Rodgers. Good block. Throw into Villa on the far side. Yeah. That's the 6th goal Casemiro scored from a set piece this season. More than any player. Unbelievable. Well, a game that we set up to not lose, we are losing. Should be thrown to Villa. Good tackle, actually, from Morgan Rodgers to win the ball back for Villa. Please make changes now. Good throw as well from Rodgers. McGinn doesn't take it, though. Onana makes the challenge. Ball falls to McGinn. John McGinn. That's a nice layoff pass into Digne. Digne cross towards far post. Onana cushions it forward. No one really there. And Villa can try and press United in this corner, but Cunha will blast it long. Only, though, as far as a Villa man in Barkley. Onana, good turn. Onana, what a pass. McGinn doesn't take it down. McGinn has just looked off it. Hang on. Another bad pass for United, though. Gives the ball straight back to Villa. Rodgers is surely fouled. And a free kick to Aston Villa is given. I mean, I was in the middle of having a John McGinn rant there, because he's just looked really off it today. I don't understand he's coming back from injury. And then, how did they give the ball away? So, I didn't even see. A United player just randomly gives the ball back to Villa somehow. And there's Casemiro trips over Rodgers. Maguire saying he got the ball is hilarious. I love defenders. I love that. He does the little point to say he got the ball. Well, this is shooting territory for Villa. We got Digne and Rodgers and Buendia on this. Surely we don't give it to Emi Buendia. I mean, Buendia actually has. He did score against Bournemouth, didn't he, from a free kick? Digne famously scored a free kick in Unai Emery's first ever game as Villa manager, and that was against Man United. Hasn't scored a free kick since. That was like the one time he did it. I think it's a bit far out. Are we really actually? Rogers isn't on it. We're actually out. We're just going to give this straight to Emi Buendia. He's going to go for it. He's hit the wall. Corner to Aston Villa. Corner Villa though. Left-footed. Header away by Maguire. Bogard. To Ezri Konza. Left-footed cross from Konza towards the far post. Digne, I mean, it's a nice pass, but unless you have like perfect reaction time, you're not going to respond to that. I'm glad to see other my criticism of conceding that corner is also what other people have, which is nice. Why the fuck did Digne boot it out and he had all day? That's piss poor from Rogers. Yes, Unai, we should be playing those we should keep playing those attackers. We always win. Why is Digne kicking out? What is Digne doing? No need to give the corner away. Rogers so careless with the ball. I mean, all that started from Rogers losing the ball in the midfield. I don't think it's as much on Digne. I think he's been told to just clear the ball under any kind of pressure. Because they're all doing it. It's not just Digne. They're all doing it. I mean, surely that's a booking for Casemiro, but that's the second foul he's done on Rogers in the last 2 minutes. Is he not going to be carded? I mean, come on, man! He's smashed into Rogers. Now Rogers down and Casemiro both down. Well, Tammy's coming on, guys. Tammy's on. A lot earlier than what I thought, actually. I mean, he should have started, but it's Tammy and Bailey. Now we'll see. We'll see who it'll be. Oh, I reckon it'll be Bailey for John McGinn, and he'll have him out wide, and we'll put Tammy up front alongside Ollie Watkins. You know, I might get the sack at this rate. I hope not, though. No, I don't think he will. I think we could proper fall off this season and still keep his job. However, I love Unai, but his decisions have to be questioned, you know. McGinn free kick. Oh, Mings actually should have done a lot better. It's a header over the bar. Yeah, Gary Neville said it as well. That's a big chance for Mings to score that, and he just gets it all wrong. That's a terrible header from Tyrone Mings. He should have scored. Ollie off for Tammy Abraham, which, I mean, it's not two up front, but in fairness, I got the subs. Oh, I got McGinn right for Bailey, but Watkins for Abraham. So we're still going one up front, and we've got half an hour of Tammy ball. Now, I'm gonna check this. Did Ollie have a shot? I don't think he did. I don't think Ollie had a shot. He did not. Ollie did not have a shot in the game in an hour. So we're gonna see, and maybe Tammy also doesn't, but we're gonna see how long it takes for Tammy Abraham to have a shot. And you know that doesn't mean he's gonna score, but I like strikers who get involved. Ollie has just not been involved all game. I mean, like I said, he's just had a really, really dismal season. Good pass from Buendia. Hold up play from Abraham. That's a foul, surely, in Tammy Abraham. Shove in the back. The referee doesn't give it. Oh, Diallo just nutmegged. Just did a little nutmeg there to keep the possession. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, I hate this game. Oh my life. Umbermo. Casemiro forward. Dallo should do a lot more with that. He gets into... It's weird, Dallo. He gets into really good positions and then fucks it up. Which just makes him look worse. Because no one says things like, oh, Dallo is doing that. People just say, oh, Dallo's missed another one. I'll say it, I'm a Villa fan. United fans won't be like, oh yeah, we love Dallo though because he gets into these positions. It's like a two-edged sword really, because like if you score goals, you get rewarded with that kind of run. If you don't, you just look like an idiot. Cons out, nearly very sloppily given away. Thankfully, it wasn't. Back to Martinez now. Finds Onana, turns. Good pass into Rodgers. Nice little flick, actually. Villa on the attack with Emi Buendia. Buendia to Tammy Abraham. Abraham cushions it to Digne. Cross from Digne. Towards Onana at the far post. Onana! Still got it! Oh! What a save, Buendia. Onana blasts it towards goal. Tipped over. Onana goes for the power, and it's just a simple reaction save from Buendia. If that's... I will say, with it being at him, that's how he saved that. If it's away from Buendia, that's a goal. But because that's basically at him, it's allowed the keeper to make that kind of save. He just absolutely hammers this towards goal. Onana somehow manages to keep the ball away from two United players there, which is quite impressive. Gets back up, gets the shot away. Forces a decent save. Corner to Villa, though. Was that our first shot on target, by the way? Corner, flicked on at the near post. Bogart sliding in. It's a scramble, kept in play and in possession. Bailey's cross now. Headed away, only as far as Digne. He has a shot. It's fouled to Barkley! Yes! Aston Villa equalise! It's Ross Barkley to roll the ball into the far corner. It's an absolute mess of a goal. But Aston Villa have an equaliser at Old Trafford. Stunning finish from Barkley. Buendia left absolutely stranded in the middle of his goal. It's a shot from Digne. I'll never have anyone tell me that's a cross. It's a shot from Digne, and it finds Barkley, takes a really good touch and blasts it into the far corner. It is a scramble. A complete scramble. Bailey's cross, headed away by Luke Shaw. Digne, I think that's a shot. It gets deflected into the path of Barkley. Curls it beyond Buendia. Now, they could disallow that. I mean, it would be harsh to disallow it, but they could disallow it based on it hitting Amadou Onana. I think Onana might be offside. No, Buendia sees it all the way. I don't think you can disallow that. The keeper sees it all the way. He's just never saving it. It doesn't hit. I don't think it hits Onana. I don't think it hits Onana. Oh, they're checking it. I don't believe it. They're checking it. Oh, this actually might be disallowed then. I think it's hit Onana. I think it's going to be disallowed. It looks like it hits. It looks like it hits like the shorts of Onana, and that's a really cruel way to disallow a goal. But we've seen it all. We've seen it all. They're checking to see if it flicks off Onana. I think it's harsh. It's going in anyway. Oh. Goal! Yeah! Given! Wow, I actually didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't think they were going to give it. There's no conclusive evidence that it touches Onana, so it's going to count. It is a goal for Aston Villa. I mean, I just thought of the worst, to be honest. I thought it was, yeah. I was like, well, we've seen it before. It's bullshit. It would be bullshit, but it did look like to me it did hit his shorts on the angle we got. But I suppose it's very hard to tell. And I suppose if it does hit Onana, you have to disallow the goal, right? But they said there's no conclusive evidence. I think it is the right decision. I don't think you should be disallowing that anyway. Like, oh my, it's a bit of a this game has been such a scramble. I'm surprised though. I thought United were going to get that decision because it's Man United. I think that's the big shock for me. It took me by surprise because they love to give like the bigger sides those kind of decisions. So fair enough. I actually think VAR was used in the correct way. Even Gary Neville said it'd be harsh to disallow. And like the cameras can't zoom in enough to see if it. If I had to guess and put my house on the line, I would probably say I think it probably does slightly clip Onana's shorts, but I can't tell. Bailey now. Bailey! Abraham! Oh, what a tackle, Dallo. Now, somehow, in the space of just a couple of minutes, Villa could have took the lead there. What the hell is going on? Oh, Dallo gets lucky there. Dallo gets very lucky there. Comeback starts now. I mean, I'm not going to say it, right? But immediately, Watkins goes off and Villa look a much different team. Like, am I being harsh by saying that? I think we immediately look a much better side without Watkins in it. Rodgers now. Oh, trying to tee up Emi Buendia. And with 20 minutes to go, United won, Villa won. Villa looked out of it at 1-0. Until those subs came in, we looked out of it. We've got it back again. And the Villa fans in the corner trying to rile up the players here. Well, Buendia wanted a foul there, but he's not going to get it. Corruption at its finest. At least it got given. But with United, I just wonder about every decision, basically. So I just presume we're not going to get anything when it's Man United. Buendia's just been given a yellow card. Oh, dissent. He was complaining about not being given a foul. I'll see what the Man United page has said about the equaliser. What is Download doing? It's just a lot of bots, unfortunately. So it is with the bigger sides. Cunha gets a crossing, headed away by Amadou Onana. Oh, it's actually Abraham coming back to defend. The second clearance is Onana. Watkins would never drop that deep to defend as well. Unless we're like winning with like 2 minutes to go, that's when he would. Just about lose that 50-50, and then we lose another 50-50. Oh, for God's sake. Diallo. Is he really going down off of that? And then Onana loses the ball. Bruno. Oh, what a tackle. You know what? Mings, that's pretty good. And then Rodgers does really well to get away from a challenge. Bailey now on the attack for Villa. Abraham goes down the halfway line. Bailey's still going. Abraham back to his feet. Bailey! What is that? What are you doing, Leon Bailey? I don't even know the thought process behind that. Does he think the defenders aren't going to chase? Oh my God, now it's Cunha. Fucking Leon Bailey. I'm fucking sick of Leon Bailey. I'm absolutely sick of Leon Bailey. He is absolutely useless. He's absolutely useless. One of the worst passes I've seen, and it leads to them getting a goal. I hate Bailey sometimes, man. He is so unbelievably shit. What did they do to him in Roma? I mean, he was bad enough before, but he's come back. Ever since he's come back from Roma, he's been even worse. Oh my life, man. Bailey. He's absolutely shite. I'd rather guess on. I'd unironically would rather Evan guess on. That's how bad it is. That is how bad it is. He's offside, no? Oh, no, he's not. That's my bad. He's not offside. What a finish from Cunha, by the way. Oh. Good finish, in fairness. Good finish. Wolves scum as well. Very silly. The 2 goals we've conceded have been from shit passes. It was Rodgers losing the ball, and then Digne clearing it out for a needless corner. And yet, then it was Leon Bailey giving the ball away. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And look, don't get me wrong, it's a really good pass from Bruno Fernandes forward. And we have like, I wouldn't say a high line, but it's more of like a mid block, right? And he's just quicker than Konza. And like by the time Konza could get back to make a challenge, he just kills it in the far corner. So it's like the perfect attack from Cunha. I'd love it if our striker did something like that. You know, I'd love it if Ollie Watkins could provide something like that. Yeah, I would play Elliot. I don't care. I still think our treatment of Elliot has been weird. This club, man, honestly, this club kills me. Absolutely kills me. It's the same 3 players. I feel like we're in a forever torment. It's the same 3 players every week. It's Ollie Watkins, Emi Buendia, Leon Bailey. Every single week. That make me feel miserable. Every single week. How does it happen every single week? And now Šeško's coming on for United. Fuck me. Someone put get Bailey back off. Yeah, nice. Keep putting Bailey. Keep putting on Bailey in them. Jesus, man. All because of another fucked up pass from Bailey. We absolutely stink, man. And now Buendia is down. Maybe that'll help us. This is one injury I wouldn't mind. As harsh as that is, one injury I genuinely wouldn't mind. And he's on a yellow. Ahmad coming off United. 15 minutes to go. Still 2-1. And just when you think, oh, we might be growing into this game, we then go and concede a very silly goal. Yeah, Sesko and Mbeumo. Friends United. I look at our bench, man. I just feel sad. Like Douglas Luiz, Elliot, Mats. I mean, Maatsen should have started. I think. The theory is that we wanted to not lose, so we played Digne because Digne is better defensively than Maatsen. Free kick to Villa, foul on Mings. I think Mings making a point that they've hardly had any cards. In fact, have they had any? Yara and Casemiro both on 1. Now Cunha down injured. 16 Premier League assists for United now, Bruno Fernandes this season. Bloody hell. 16. Oh yeah, it's Bruno's corner for the Casemiro goal. And it was Bruno's pass to Cunha. This club, man. Elsewhere in the Premier League, still Forest 0, Fulham 0, and Leeds 0, Palace 0, despite Leeds being down to 10. Forest, I am surprised. Fulham have had less shots, only one on target, but Forest 2 shots on target. A game that you kind of have to win, I think. 2 shots on target at home, 0.4 xG. I would expect more from Forest, to be honest. You gotta win those kind of games, man. You get a point away at the Etihad. Get 2 goals away at the Etihad. You can't score against Fulham. Can't beat Fulham at home. A game that they'll be looking. If they go down, they'll be looking at games like that, being like, "Yeah, this is what sent us down." Onana into Konza. Mings. Then back to Mings again. 12 minutes to go. Still 2-1 to United. Bogard. I'm at a stage where I don't care if you keep all these players around and we're doing fuck all. You watch, I bet Lille will get a comeback. I mean, Lille have been poor. I saw a lot of Villa fans get like really excited over that win. You got to remember, Lille have had a bad season. They've had a bad Europa League campaign. They barely made it through Red Star Belgrade. Like, it's more a reflection on them than us, I think. Like, this is what happens in football. Like, we do this as football fans, right? Is every time you win, you lose, whatever, you just reflect on your own team. It's like, if you win, oh my God, we're incredible. Or like, you look at, like, it's more of like, a football fan will reflect more on his own team, right? And I think sometimes when teams win, it's more of a reflection on their opponent than them. And I think that was with Lille. I think we won that because Lille have been ass. Genuinely, Lille have been ass. You know, a better Lille probably put in a better performance. I don't think we won that game because we were very good. I thought we were okay. We did the bare minimum, which was like, you know, you compete for duels, for 50-50s. You get the ball forward. We had 1 shot on target. That is usually never enough to win a game. We've had more than that today. 2. Yeah, we had 2 shots on target today, and we're losing. So like, you're typically not going to win games with that, but we did because we defended well. Martinez made he made at least 1 good save from what I remember. Oh my God, they've just scored a really shit goal. It's 3-1. It's over. It ricocheted straight back to Shesko. Oh my life. That's unfortunate ricochet, but yeah, that is football sometimes. Yeah, I think the Champions League dream may rely on Europa League now. It may rely on the Europa League trophy. And can you think are you confident we win that? I'd like to say we are. We can be, but yeah. Oh, Bogard had a nightmare there. Oh, Bogard had a double nightmare. It ricocheted. At first, it happened because Bogard lost an individual battle with Cunha, and then the ball ricochets back off Bogard into the path of Sesko, he scores via deflection. Oh, it hits Mings, of course it does. It hits Mings on the heel and sends Martinez the wrong way. I thought both teams were shit enough in the first half. Credit to United. I think they've been pretty good second half. You know, God forbid a team raise their standards. You know, because I don't think we did throughout this entire game. Christ, just not getting the ball forward. Not getting the ball forward at all. Like when we had Tammy on, finally Matson's on. You know, when the game's over, we bring on Matson and Douglas Luiz. Who, by the way, that's another thing today I can have a rant about. Douglas Luiz, arguably man of the match against Lille. If you guys watched the game, I thought Luiz was really good in midfield. His reward, not starting today. Unless he would, surely he would rather start games of football, right? I don't really get it. And yes, Barkley and Digne both off. Well, Barkley's been all right. I'm trying to think if you take his goal away, like I don't think he had a bad game today. Scored a decent goal, but we've once again rocked up to Old Trafford and lost. Well, that's third gone. If anyone had any hope of third again, this has cemented that now. So it's now a fight of fourth and fifth. And we have to pip either one of Chelsea or Liverpool. Thankfully, both teams have been pretty dog shit this season. But Liverpool will probably beat Spurs. The fight, as silly as it may sound, I think the fight is between Villa and Chelsea. Liverpool just seem to, no matter how bad Liverpool are, they always seem to find a way. I think they'll finish fourth, and it will be between Villa and Chelsea for fifth. That's how I think it goes. That's how I think it goes now. Chelsea are just too inconsistent. You know, they beat us, get hammered by PSG, and lose to Newcastle at home. Newcastle, if you've watched any Newcastle away performances, that's a shock result. Free kick to Villa, foul on Bailey. Why did I come back? I could have had today off. Ball for Sesko again. Sesko 1-on-1. I mean, I think that's a pass from Sesko. I'm seeing ghosts. Hello, Jamie. Why did I come back today? Why did I come back to... The longer I left it, I was like, it's gonna be more annoying coming back the longer I leave it. I shouldn't have come back today. We've been terrible. We have been absolutely terrible. Jesus Christ. Ghost of Christmas Past. Where's Scrooge? Get him in. Come on, get all your comments in. Obviously, you can't say much about Villa because you just got beat by Newcastle, so it does lessen what you want to say, which is nice. I get some relief because you get hammered by PSG and get beat by Newcastle in the space of a couple of days. So yeah, barely scrape it past the Wrexham team as well in the FA Cup. So yeah. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. You look at our defence, it's no longer a shock. Okay. I don't think Chelsea's defence is that bad. I just think you lot stink. You think you're better than what you are. I don't know. Chalobah, like you spent 80 million on Fofana, and you say the defense is bad. Cucurella is a Euros winner with Spain. I still think Malo Gusto's crap. I'll give you that one. 3 minutes till injury time. I should probably just end the stream now. How's Tammy been? Not involved. Not involved. We stopped playing the ball forward as soon as Ollie Watkins went off. In fact, when we did, it was when Bailey had the ball, tried to play a shite pass into Rodgers, lost it, and then United went and took a 2-1 lead. And I've just seen Onana basically slip over on the ball. It's never been as over as what it is now. It's so painfully over. We need to sign Kamara on like a 20-year contract. Play him until like he's way past retirement age, because like we are so reliant on that man. It's actually disgraceful how much of a one-man team we are. And you know, this injury spell he's had has really shown it. We were in title conversation when Kamara was fit, and now it's looking like 6th place is on the cards. Thankfully, Chelsea are shite, and Liverpool. We don't deserve it. None of us, Chelsea, Villa, and Liverpool, none of us deserve Champions League. The fact 2 of them are going to get it is crazy, because none of us deserve it. They should just give it to top 3 and fuck everyone else. Employ Pewis Hamilton, he might get 8th. Another corner to Villa. I could just end the stream now, it's over. I could just end it now. That has multiple meanings. Douglas Luiz corner to Villa is short. Into Bogard. Cross towards the far post. And it's gone into the hands of Binder. Jesus. That was that Leon Bailey's header. Imagine my surprise, Bailey giving them the ball. Oh my God. Who do we play next? Do I even want to know? Do I even want to know? Who we play next? Obviously, it's little West Ham. West Ham. Forest. We're actually going to relegate Spurs. That's something I can take. That's something I can take from this, is we're going to help relegate Spurs. We're going to lose to both West Ham and Forest. And we're going to send Spurs into the shadow realm that is the Championship. That's the only positive I can take. I want to cry. Here's Casemiro. It would be the most Villa thing, by the way, to beat those 2 and then not win a game for the rest of the season. So we just help Spurs stay in the league. And then just, yeah, we end up finishing 6th or lower. I mean, God forbid we finish lower. I'm telling you now, our hope is Europa League or bust. It unironically is Europa League or bust now. You know how terrifying that is. If we want to get in Champions League, I do think it's that now. I think Liverpool. I have more faith in Liverpool finishing above us than Chelsea, but I do think Chelsea will do it as well. And we have to win. A club that hasn't won a trophy since '96. I have to rely on that to then go and win one to get us Champions League football. Agate on for Casemiro. And Bailey getting manhandled as we play a long ball. 8 minutes of just end the game. End the game. End the game. End the game. Why are you making me watch 8 minutes of this? Absolute piss take. I'm looking at Villa comments online. Yeah, Dan Bardell said waste of time. Yeah. Absolute waste of time. I feel for the fans who travelled. I've been saying that a lot recently. Andres Garcia on for Buendia as well. Jesus Christ. We treat Old Trafford like it's Sir Alex Ferguson Old Trafford, and we have done for years. During their whole banter era, we never pretended they had it. We always thought they were, and we still do. We always think they're this, formidable team. Our record against United, growing up, I hated United because we'd always lose to them. And like, as much as it's funny to see United, fall from grace over the years, I've never been able to like fully laugh because we'd never beat them anyway, no matter how bad they are. Even in the most banterous of banter eras, we'd always lose. Sickening. Bournemouth don't treat them like that. Bournemouth come here and actually, like, more often than not, get a result at Old Trafford. And then look at Villa and we never get shit. Well, Villa wanted a foul on Tammy Abraham in the box there, which the referee's unmoved. It's funny when I want us to stop playing, the timer never seems to want to speed up. When it's a game that I want us to actually, you know, I want the game to be on as long as possible because I feel like there's a chance. The time always seems to go so quickly. Why 8 minutes? Put us out of misery, please. There's more chance of them making it 4-1. Genuinely, it might hurt us more. There's more chance of them getting a fourth and hurting our goal difference even more than what it is. We absolutely stink. I don't want to look at the point gaps that we had on Chelsea and United. We had I think we had a 10-point gap on United. I think maybe a 12-point gap on Chelsea at one point. Christ. Seeing us lose a ball in midfield over and over again. Bailey and Garcia on the wings just blow the whistle. It's from Dan Bardell. Shot from Diallo deflected up into the hands of Martinez. We have a free kick, guys. We have a free kick. Is there anything to get excited about? No, but we do have a free kick. We play it short. Shot wide. Oh my god! Did it deflect wide? At the very least, am I gonna? No deflection. Okay. You know what? The players with that poor second half. I'm actually not going to be here the last minute. I'm going to end now. I'm done. I can't watch another minute of this. I probably should have stopped this at 3-1 because that stunk. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll make a video. See you guys in a bit. Peace.